Most beginners who try to build passive income fail. Not because they're lazy, not because the idea doesn't work. They fail because they were sold a lie before they even started. And they didn't know it. Here's the crazy part. 88% of Americans say you need passive income to be financially secure. But only about 1 in 5 actually has a stream that pays. That's a massive gap between wanting it and having it. Hey there, my name is T, and welcome to TeezTrix. Today, I'm walking you through 5 lies the internet feeds beginners about passive income, and what actually works instead. If you're starting from zero, start here. Lie number 1. Passive income means zero work. This is the big one. The lie that sells courses. You've seen the ads. Laptop on a beach. Make money while you sleep. Set it and forget it. Wrong. Every real passive income stream starts with a grind period. I'm talking months, a real-world breakdown from people who actually built these streams, and I found this verified across Reddit communities with thousands of members tracking their progress. Shows the real timeline goes like this. Months 0 through 3, almost all work, basically zero passive income. Months 3 through 6, you might see your first recurring dollars. Months 6 through 12, now you're seeing something noticeable. Look, that's like planting an apple tree and standing there the next morning mad there's no fruit. The upfront work is the price of admission. An example, a creator I tracked built a digital product business selling templates on Etsy. First 3 months, she made $47 total, not $47,000, $47. But by month 8, she was pulling $1,200 a month. She didn't add new products, she didn't run ads. The same products kept selling. That is passive income, but it took 8 months of work to get there. Lie number 2, you need money to start. This one keeps broke beginners on the sidelines forever. I can't invest in real estate, I can't buy stocks, I can't start a business, therefore, I can't build passive income. Here's where it gets interesting. The most accessible passive income streams in 2026 require $0. Digital products, YouTube content, affiliate marketing through free platforms, writing on Medium, selling Canva templates. According to the Federal Reserve's 2025 Household Economics Report, 37% of Americans couldn't cover a $400 emergency expense. So if passive income required upfront capital, 2 out of every 5 people would be locked out completely. The data doesn't lie, and the internet gurus conveniently skip this fact. Here's the thing. The millionaires telling you to buy rental properties? They're playing a different game than you. Your advantage right now is that you can start with nothing except time and a phone. A 19-year-old in Ohio started a faceless TikTok account breaking down personal finance tips. $0, used his phone camera. 6 months later, he was earning $800 a month from the Creator Rewards program and affiliate links. He didn't buy a course. He didn't invest in ads. He invested time. Lie number 3, it happens fast. This is the cousin of lie number 1, but it deserves its own number because it kills more beginners than anything else. The internet sells you stories about the guy who made $10,000 in his first month. What they don't tell you is that guy had been failing at different things for 2 years before that win. Survivorship bias is a hell of a drug. Here's what the actual data shows. From the Hostinger side Hustle Statistics Report for 2026, 36% of Americans had a side hustle in 2024. But here's where it gets dark. More than half of them, 52%, said it wasn't generating the income they expected, and 67% reported burnout from their additional work. 2 out of 3 people burning out. More than half not making what they thought they would. Not because passive income doesn't work, because they expected it to happen in 3 months instead of 3 years. A practical example. Let's say you start a YouTube channel about a specific skill. Woodworking, cooking, coding, whatever. Month 1, maybe 50 subscribers, most of them your friends. Month 3, maybe 200. Month 6, maybe 500. It's not until month 12 that the compounding starts to show up. And by then, most people have already quit. Look, the people who win at passive income aren't the smartest or the best funded. They're the ones who didn't quit at month 5 when it still looked like nothing was happening. And here's where it gets deeper. Because the next lie is the one that tripped me up when I started. Lie number 4, one stream is enough. You hear this all the time. Just pick one thing and focus. That's half true. Yes, don't juggle 12 ideas at once. But the people who preach one stream only are missing something critical. And the 2025 Schwab Modern Wealth Survey backs this up. Half of American investors now believe you need to diversify beyond traditional approaches to succeed in today's market. Same principle applies to income streams. Think of it like this. Most people try to carry buckets of water forever. Smart ones build pipelines. But the smartest ones build multiple pipelines. Because if one spring dries up, you're not dead. Here's a real scenario. Sarah runs a small Etsy shop selling digital planners. It's going well, about $900 a month. Then Etsy changes its algorithm in March 2025. Her traffic drops 40% overnight. If that was her only pipeline, she's panicking. But Sarah also has a small YouTube channel monetized through ads, pulling $200 a month, and writes on Medium, pulling another $150. The Etsy hit hurt, but it didn't wipe her out. The rule isn't build everything at once. The rule is build one stream until it's stable, then start the next one. Sequential, not simultaneous. By year 2, you should have 2 or 3 streams running. By year 3, 4, or 5. Lie number 5. You need to be an expert. This is the quietest lie, but it's the one that stops the most beginners cold. I don't know enough about investing. I'm not a professional designer. I'm not a real estate expert. So you do nothing. Wrong. You don't need a PhD in finance to start. You need to know one step more than the person behind you, and you need to share it. Here's the crazy part. A guy named James. I followed his journey, started a YouTube channel documenting his own learning process for dividend investing. He literally titled his first video, I Know Nothing About Dividends. Learn with me. 2 years later, he has 80,000 subscribers. He's not a guru. He's not an expert. He's just one step ahead of his audience, and he's honest about it. In 2026, you can learn any skill for free. YouTube, ChatGPT, free courses on Coursera. The barrier isn't knowledge. The barrier is the belief that you need permission to start before you feel ready. So let me bring this home. 5 lies, 5 truths. Lie 1. Passive income means 0 work. Truth. It requires a brutal upfront grind of 3 to 6 months. Lie 2. You need money to start. Truth. The most accessible streams cost $0. Lie 3. It happens fast. Truth. 2 out of 3 people burn out because they expected speed. Lie 4. 1 stream is enough. Truth. Build sequentially, but aim for 3 to 5 streams over time. Lie 5. You need to be an expert. Truth. You just need to be one step ahead, and honest about it. Look, most people are trying to survive the future. Smart people are positioning themselves to benefit from it. The difference isn't intelligence, it isn't luck. It's knowing which advice to ignore and which to follow. If this changed how you think about passive income, hit like, subscribe, and comment which lie you believed before watching this, because I guarantee it was at least one. Welcome to TeezTrix. Let's grow together.